You picked up your phone this morning before you even said a word to yourself, before you got out of bed, before you drank water, before you took a single breath with intention. And somewhere between the notifications, the scroll, and the headlines, 10 minutes disappeared, maybe 20. And when you finally put the phone down, you didn't feel informed, you didn't feel connected, you felt heavy, a little foggy, like your mind had already run a race before the day even started. If that sounds familiar, if your phone feels less like a tool and more like something you can't quite put down even when you want to, this video was made for you. I'm not here to tell you to delete everything and go live in the woods. I'm here to give you something practical, something you can do in 30 minutes today that will change how your phone feels in your hand and how your screen time is going to drop, and that low-level anxiety that follows you everywhere, it's going to have a lot less fuel. Let's get into it. This is the quiet space, the channel for people who are done living on autopilot and ready to build a life that actually feels like theirs. We talk about mental clarity, intentional habits, and the kind of small changes that make a surprisingly big difference. If that's what you're here for, hit subscribe and tap the bell right now. New videos drop every week, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Now, grab your phone. We're going to work on it together right now. Open your phone and put it face up next to you. We're not hiding it. We're not putting it in another room. We're going to look at it honestly, maybe for the first time, and we're going to start making it work for us instead of against us. Ready? Let's go. Section 1. Your apps. Your phone's home screen is the first thing your brain processes every single morning, before coffee, before a single conscious thought. And most people have filled it with apps they downloaded once, used twice, and haven't touched since. Your digital space works exactly like your physical space. Clutter you stop seeing is still clutter. It still costs you, in load time, in storage, in the quiet mental weight of things that feel unfinished. Here's where we start. Step 1. Delete every app you haven't opened in 30 days. Go to your phone's storage settings right now. On iPhone, it's under Settings, General, iPhone Storage. On Android, it's under Settings, Apps. Look at the list. Sort by last used. What you're going to find will probably surprise you. Apps you forgot you had. Games you downloaded for a flight 2 years ago. A meditation app you opened once with full intention and never returned to. Here's the thing. Every unused app is a decision you never finished making. And unfinished decisions take up mental space, even when you're not consciously aware of them. Every time your eye lands on that app icon, some part of your brain registers it, and it whispers, "You haven't done that yet." Delete it. Not someday, today. If you need it again, it'll take 30 seconds to re-download, but you won't need it. You know that already. Step 2. Turn off every non-essential notification. This one is going to feel dramatic. Do it anyway. Go to your notification settings and go app by app. Ask yourself one question for each one. Does this notification require my immediate attention, or is it just noise asking for my focus? News apps? Turn them off. You will find out what happened. Social media badge counts? Off. Shopping deals and "we miss you" pings from apps you forgot you had? Off. The average person receives 65 to 80 notifications per day. Each one is a small interruption, a tiny pull away from whatever you were actually doing. And research consistently shows that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully return to a task after an interruption. Do the math on that. Your attention is not a renewable resource that refills overnight. It's precious, it's finite, and right now you're giving it away for free to apps that don't deserve it. Keep notifications on for calls, texts from people who matter, and anything genuinely time-sensitive. Everything else gets turned off today. Step 3. Reorganize your home screen to one page. Here's a rule that will change your relationship with your phone almost immediately. If it isn't on your home screen, you have to go looking for it. And going looking for something creates a tiny pause. That tiny pause is where your intention lives. Move everything off your home screen except the apps you use with purpose every single day. Your phone app, your maps, your messaging app, your calendar, maybe your music. Everything else goes into a folder on a second screen or off the screen entirely. When those apps require 2 extra taps to open, you'll open them less. Not because you're trying hard, simply because friction works. Your home screen should be calm. It should feel like the front door of a home you actually want to walk into, not a cluttered bulletin board that pulls your attention in 12 directions before you've even done the thing you picked up your phone to do. Pause here for just a second. Look at your home screen right now. How many apps are on it that you could honestly move or delete today? Drop a number in the comments. I read every single one, and I think you might be surprised how many people are sitting with the exact same screen you are. Section 2. Your content diet. We've handled what's on your phone. Now let's talk about what your phone is feeding you. Because here's something most people don't fully reckon with. The content you consume daily is shaping your mood, your worldview, your energy level, and your sense of self, whether you chose it intentionally or not. The algorithm doesn't know what's good for you. It knows what keeps you watching. Those are not the same thing. Step 4. Unfollow or mute any account that consistently makes you feel worse. This one takes honesty, not judgment, just honesty. Go through the accounts you follow on every platform and ask yourself, how do I usually feel after seeing this person's content? Not every post, overall. Do you feel inspired, informed, genuinely connected, or do you feel vaguely inadequate, anxious, irritated, like your own life suddenly seems smaller and less interesting than it did 5 minutes ago? You don't have to announce it. You don't have to send a message. Just mute. Just unfollow. You are not obligated to give your attention to content that consistently costs you something emotionally. Not to a stranger, not to a public figure, and honestly, not even to someone you know in real life. Your feed is a curated environment, and you are allowed to decide what grows there. Step 5. Set a daily screen time limit on your 2 highest use apps. Both iPhone and Android have built-in screen time tools. Go find yours right now. Settings/screen time on iPhone, digital well-being on Android. Look at your daily averages. Look at which apps are eating the most time. Then set a daily limit on your top 2, something honest but challenging. Not 0, not unrealistic, but something that makes you conscious. If you're currently averaging 2 hours on a social app daily, set a limit of 60 minutes. When the phone tells you time is up, you can override it, but you'll know you're overriding it. And that moment of awareness, that tiny conscious choice, that's where the habit starts to shift. You're not punishing yourself, you're just introducing a pause between the impulse and the action. And over time, that pause becomes one of the most powerful habits you can build. Step 6. Delete the social app you use most mindlessly, just for 7 days. I want you to take a breath before you say no to this one. You know which app it is. You already know. It's the one you open when you're bored, when you're waiting, when you're eating alone, when you're lying in bed and sleep won't come. It's the one that was supposed to take 5 minutes and took 45. Delete it from your phone for 7 days. Not your account, just the app. You can still access it from a browser if something genuinely important comes up, but removing the one-tap access changes everything. Because most of the time when you open that app, you didn't decide to open it. Your thumb just Went there. Habit. Automatic. Unconscious. 7 days without the app isn't a punishment. It's an experiment. You're going to find out what you actually do with your attention when that app isn't there to catch it. And a lot of people find that what they do is read, call a friend, sit outside, finish something they'd been putting off. Give yourself the experiment. Come back and tell me in the comments what you noticed. How are you feeling right now? I want to ask you honestly, because for a lot of people, this is where something shifts, a quiet combination of relief and resistance. Relief because you can already feel the possibility of more breathing room. Resistance because letting go of habits, even the ones that don't serve you, feels like losing something. That's completely normal. That's the sign this work is real. Drop a comment and tell me which step felt hardest. Your answer might shape a future video that helps thousands of people dealing with the exact same thing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the moment. The Quiet Space exists to give you exactly this kind of honest, practical guidance for living with more intention every single week. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and let's keep going. Section 3. Your phone environment. We've cleared the apps. We've reset your content diet. Now let's talk about the environment your phone creates around you, the physical and habitual patterns that keep you locked in a loop even when you're trying to break out. Because the apps are only part of the problem. The other part is where and when and how you use your phone. And some of those habits are so automatic by now that you don't even experience them as choices anymore. Step 7. Create a phone-free morning window, first 30 minutes of your day. This might be the single most impactful change on this entire list. The first thing you consume in the morning sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. It's not poetic, it's neurological. Your brain is most impressionable immediately after waking. What it encounters first shapes your stress response, your focus, and your mood for hours. Right now, for a lot of people, that first input is a flood of notifications, emails with problems, news with urgency, social media with everyone else's highlight reel before you've even decided what your own day looks like. Starting tomorrow, and I want you to start tomorrow, keep your phone face down or in another room for the first 30 minutes after you wake up. Use that time however you want. Stretch, drink water, sit with your thoughts, write 3 sentences in a journal, make coffee and actually taste it. Anything that belongs to you before the world gets a say. It will feel uncomfortable for the first few days. That discomfort is exactly the information you needed about how dependent the habit has become. Stay with it. By day 5, you'll start to notice you feel different, calmer, more like yourself. Step 8. Set your phone to grayscale. This sounds small. It is not small. Your phone screen is designed by some of the most sophisticated behavioral engineers in the world. The colors, the reds, the oranges, the bright pulsing icons are not accidental. They are engineered to trigger dopamine responses that keep your attention locked. That little red badge on your notifications app is designed to feel like urgency, because urgency keeps you looking. Go to your accessibility settings and switch your display to grayscale. When the screen is gray, it is visually less stimulating. Apps become less magnetic. The scroll becomes less automatic. People who make this switch typically report a meaningful drop in mindless phone usage within the first week, not because they're trying harder, but because their phone literally became less compelling. You can switch it back for photos and videos when you actually want to see color, but as a default state, grayscale is one of the quietest, most effective nudges you can give yourself. Step 9. Charge your phone outside the bedroom tonight. The bedroom has one job: rest and recovery. And the phone, with its notifications, its glow, its pull, is quietly working against that job every single night. Studies consistently link phones in the bedroom to later sleep times, lower sleep quality, and higher reported stress levels in the morning, and it makes sense. Even when you're not actively using it, the presence of your phone in the room creates a low-level activation. Your brain knows it's there. It keeps one ear open. Tonight, just tonight to start, plug your phone in somewhere outside your bedroom, the hallway, the kitchen, the living room. Buy a $10 alarm clock if you need one. Your phone does not need to be your alarm clock. That's a habit that earned your phone a place in the most important room in your home, and it doesn't deserve that real estate. The last thing you see before sleep and the first thing you see in the morning should be calm, should be yours, not a screen full of other people's urgency. Step 10. Schedule one fully phone-free hour every day. Not a digital detox weekend, not a 30-day challenge, just 1 hour every day. Pick the same hour if you can. Consistency builds habit faster than frequency. Maybe it's 7 to 8 p.m. Maybe it's after lunch. Maybe it's Sunday mornings, whatever fits your actual life. During that hour, your phone goes in a drawer, not face down, not on silent in your pocket, in a drawer, and you do something that requires your full presence. Cook dinner, go for a walk, have a real conversation, read a physical book, sit outside and do nothing at all. Here's what most people discover within 2 weeks of doing this. They start looking forward to it, not tolerating it, actually wanting it. Because there's a part of you, a quiet part that gets drowned out most of the time, that knows what stillness feels like. And once you give it even 1 hour a day, it starts asking for more. That's not weakness, that's your nervous system remembering what it feels like not to be constantly on. You just worked through 10 specific, honest steps across every dimension of your digital life. That's not a small thing. That's a real commitment to yourself. And here's what I want you to do in the next 24 hours. Pick just one step from this video, just one, the one that felt most uncomfortable when you heard it, because discomfort is usually pointing at the thing that matters most. Do that one step today, not this weekend, today. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight, you just have to start, because starting is the part that makes the rest possible. I also want to be honest with you about something. This isn't a one-time fix. You'll do the detox and your phone will start to creep back toward old patterns. That's just how habits work. But once you've done a real pass through your digital life like this, the second and third rounds are faster. You'll start catching yourself earlier. You'll start asking the question automatically. Is this app, this notification, this scroll, is it actually serving me? That question, asked regularly, is what keeps your digital life feeling intentional instead of accidental. A quieter phone isn't just a productivity trick. For people living in a world that is designed to fragment your attention at every turn, a phone you've consciously shaped to support your life rather than compete with it is an act of genuine self-respect. If this video helped you today, I have one ask. Share it with someone who needs it. A friend who's mentioned feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated, a partner who reaches for their phone before they've finished a thought, a sibling who said they wish they could just slow down. You might give someone the exact starting point they've been looking for. And if you want to keep going, if something in this video lit up in you and you want more honest, practical guidance for living with more intention, subscribe to The Quiet Space right now. Hit that bell so every new video comes straight to you. Because what we're building here together is real, a community of people choosing to be present, choosing clarity, choosing a life that actually feels like theirs. The next video is right here waiting for you. I'll see you there.